Hey guys, on this episode, I'm hunting from the ground on a new piece of public land, and we'll take you to opening weekend of rifle season here in Nebraska. It's November 7th, and down here on the piece of property that I scouted, it's been probably 3 weeks or so. Now this was one where I sat up over the swamp, had that smaller buck come run across the swamp and get right underneath the tree stand. Haven't been back here since then, so going back now a couple days before rifle season opens here in Nebraska, so I wanted to get in a quick hunt. Got somewhere to be as soon as sunset, so I don't have the tree stand with me because I don't want to have to take time to take it down since I have to leave right away, so I'm just going to be hunting on the ground today. I'm going to go down to that tree stand, or the spot where I had the tree stand at last time I was here, just look and see what the sign looks like in that swamp, and then if that doesn't look very good, I'm probably going to sneak around and go into a different spot, try to tuck up under a cedar or something somewhere, just sit on the ground, see what I can see. So without that tree stand I can be a little bit more mobile and just look for the fresh sign, because there should be a lot more sign down here now than there was before. So when I see that fresh sign in either one of these places that I've scouted before, that's where I'm going to end up. So we'll just walk down there quick, see what we can see, and then go from there. Like I said, decided to stay here. Got 2 shooting lanes I can shoot out of, which is there's a scrape right in front of me. There's one off to the left here. There's a rub right back here. That trail that was being really used a lot back over my shoulder coming up the side. So hoping it works down in front of me. I'll have enough time to see it. And then 2 shooting lanes here and enough cover to be able to hopefully get a really close shot off on one. So that's the plan. We'll see if it works like that. We'll see if we see anything. So it's going to be different hunting off the ground, but tucked back up in here in the shadows should be good. They shouldn't be paying too much attention to up here. So the wind's blowing off back that way, so I'm gonna have, by the time they get there I should have a shot on them. So should be fun. Lots more tracks and sign down here than there was even before. So we'll see what we see tonight. Plan has worked already. I haven't been here half an hour. Have a small buck walk right in the gap, stop right in that gap, go right to that scrape. He was actually jumping up on his hind legs to get to that licking branch on that scrape. He walked right by here. He stopped right there, looked up this way, and then kept going. So we know the wind is good because he came from right back that way. The wind blowing back up this way when I dropped the milkweed. Didn't smell us, didn't see us, stopped twice in our shooting lanes. Had that been a big buck, we might have just got a shot off on him. So he's out cruising, checking those scrapes. Hopefully we get a bigger buck coming along behind him. But that was pretty sweet, exactly how we wanted them to do it. So well, I've been sitting here for a little while. I hadn't seen anything other than that small buck that walked by. Caught movement over there by those willows. And a doe came out, fed around, and she kind of went back in. So still got an hour and a half, so we'll see what else comes out. doe popped back out of those willows. Had a fawn with her, so deer are starting to move. See if anything else comes out of those willows or walks by these scrapes here. So we're going to jump ahead a couple days. Our opening weekend of rifle season was a little slow. Dad and I were hunting back home on some private ground, and like I said, it was real slow. We had a couple does come on the stand the first morning, and then Sunday night we actually had a buck come through and we just couldn't get a shot at him. So it's been a little slow on the private land. So I drove down here, I met up with Chance. We hunted last night and then right away this morning and haven't seen anything. So right now we're gonna get up, we're gonna walk up this way, walk up to a kind of a cedar tree thicket that we sat last night. We're gonna sit over that thicket, or I'm gonna have Chance sit over that thicket. I'm gonna walk down and around and try to wind bump something to him. So that's where we're headed right now. Hopefully there's something in there. Alright, I'm going to sneak around that way. I'll give you a little bit of time. Okay. And then I'll start down in there. Okay. Good luck. Yeah. Well, it's about 9 o'clock right now on Tuesday, the 4th day here of Nebraska's rifle season. We sat last night, didn't see anything. Went and sat a slightly different spot this morning. Didn't see anything this morning. So, me and Chance headed back to where we sat last night. It's kind of a cedar tree thicket, little draw, kind of a little bowl in here. Chance is sitting where we sat last night. I'm going to work my way back this way to the east. And I'm going to kind of wind bump this cedar tree thicket back towards Chance. So if there's anything in here, we should be able to push it right back to him. There's some really steep sides on this draw, which is going to allow us to kind of funnel the deer to Chance a little bit better. Don't know if anything's going to be down in here. We didn't see anything in here last night, but we're going to give it a shot because what the heck, we're going to try it. So I'm going to get up here, start walking through. Chance is sitting up back there, getting ready, and probably give him just a little bit, and then I'll start walking this draw back towards him. So here's this draw behind me here. Kind of goes this way and then curves back that way. Chance is going to be sitting back there where you can see those far cedar trees. He's right there. So this draw curves, goes around. I'm just going to jump the fence right here, just slowly walk it down and back around that way and hopefully push something towards him. Buck just got up on the hill. Get up here and see if I can see where it's going. Yeah, there it is. It's still standing there. Chance is just right up there. You should be able to get a shot, I think. way now. Got up here real slow, climbed up here to the top of this hill so I could see down in here to see if I could see him. I caught him, saw a glimpse of him running across this opening there, and then didn't hear no shots from Chance, obviously, and jumped down into that creek and ran around out there in that corner. So, dang it, didn't quite work. He was right there. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna sneak back around to Chance and see if he even saw him or what the heck happened. Dang it, so close. What happened? Just didn't run out here when I saw him jog down in there.
He came right behind this cedar tree. I seen his shadow.
Right here?
Yeah, 30 yards behind the cedar tree. He came off this hill, like straight across where that dead tree kind of is.
Yeah.
Came down across the pond. And when he went down in, I lost him. And I'm just sitting here. I seen his shadow coming right at me. And then as soon as I seen his head pop out on the other side, and just like the front part of his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like just like a couple more steps. And I was just waiting. And then as soon as he did that, well then he took off.
Dang it. I saw him run across like I lost him in there, and I just stopped back up there. Because I thought he was just going to walk right out here, and then I saw him run across, but...
He came down perfect.
Yeah.
And you didn't push him too hard or nothing. I don't know why he took off unless he just got too nervous because he couldn't see me through the cedar.
Yep, I was waiting for the shot. I was like, he's going to walk right there. He's going to shoot this thing and I'm going to freak out that the wind bump actually worked. Oh, there he goes.
He's so close right there. I mean, he's only, I don't know what that is, 40 yards, 30 yards from me? Behind that cedar tree.
Alright, let's get out of here. We're just walking out here. We've seen that big buck run back up over the hill, but we're talking on the way out about some of the things that we did that maybe we made a mistake on this morning. And the one is we sat just up here on the hill this morning because we thought it might be better if a buck was cruising for does, and we got too quick to judge it and move on to a different spot. We didn't see anything last night. We got too down too quick on a new piece of public land, and we moved way too quick after one sit because he was back in there this morning, obviously. And the other thing that we're talking about is it's probably 20 degrees out now, but it was 10 degrees this morning. So he was bedded on a south-facing slope in the sun. So it's another thing we should have thought about. These are all north-facing slopes where we're sitting, so that nothing is going to come bed here. It's going to be too cold. He was bedded in the sun on that south-facing slope. So we were too quick to judge, and we just didn't think through what was going to happen this morning. So we made a couple of mistakes, but we've realized them now. We're going to come back tomorrow morning. Hopefully he's back in there. Rifle season, we're right in the middle of it right now, so hopefully we have some more content for you coming up. Make sure to like and subscribe because it really helps us out. Thanks for watching.